Crutchfield. Crutchfield on the move. There's Thompson. Thompson breaks the press, spin move, reverse dribble. Thompson going in, and that's just what we said the Eagles didn't have to do.
Yeah, Jim, Thompson looked great up to the point where he decided to shoot. He wasn't in good position for the shot.
Dennis Flynn taking Eddie Moore in. Eddie looks a little dazed. This is Davis. Davis with the ball coming outside. Ball goes in. This is Vincent Lewis with a jumper. He's got it. Vincent Lewis with 9. Eagles by 7. Crutchfield with a bounce pass to Thompson. Thompson on the drive. Stops for the jumper. He's got it. Lofton Thompson. Glen Mills coming back. 31 is Lumpkin. Lumpkin to Davis. Lever attempt to steal. Davis loses the ball. Lever on the break. Lever going all the way, coast to coast. He's got it. Jimmy Lever with 8. Eagles back to 11 as Glen Mills gets sloppy with the ball.
Eagles still playing a zone.
They weren't man-to-man earlier. Goes the drive. That is Dan Lumpkin. His first 2 of the night.
The Eagles have to get more alert on defense.
Bulls putting pressure on, and there's a foul by Davis. First team foul, reach-in foul. That's Davis's first. It's going to be Thompson inbounding. Ball knocked out of bounds and attempt for the steal by Lumpkin. This is Crutchfield, Thompson, Lever, Green, Mason. Crutchfield with the ball, bounces into Green. Green's wide open. Launches the 3, in and out.
Oh, in and out.
Tough shot. That would have been a big basket. Here comes Davis coming back. Davis on the move. Smith doesn't shoot. He was open that time. Didn't look for the shot. This is Davis. Lever, and we're going to have a foul on Lever, his 3rd.
Foul Lever, first team 3rd.
Couple of subs coming in. Number 23 making his first appearance of the night is Michael Reeves coming in for Glen Mills. Number 33 is Tyrone Parker, 2 guys who haven't played yet. Glen Mills certainly going deep here. There goes Campbell. Campbell off the board. He's got it. Campbell with 14. Warning against the Bulls for hitting the ball coming down.
They've cut the lead down to 7, almost cut it in half. Really more than cut it in half.
Crutchfield. That's because I think, again, the Eagles have started to force ball when they haven't had to. Here goes Crutchfield with a move, around the back pass. Almost lost out of bounds, saved to Thompson. Thompson on a move, finds Green. Green with a reverse spin, no. Rebound, this is Lewis on the break. Ball comes back to Lewis, and he goes in with another big dunk. There's a reach-in foul on Davis. That's his 2nd foul.
The Eagles having trouble finding the basket this quarter. The lead's been cut to 5.
We got a Norristown timeout here. 4:37 left here in the 3rd quarter. Eagles 48, Bulls 43. And Frank, again, I think the Eagles are showing a lot of impatience here when they don't have to.
And Jim, they seem to have lost a little bit of intensity on defense. It's like they're not quite paying attention.
Yeah, defense is where you really have to reach inside yourself and gut it out. That's just desire. That's wanting to.
The Norristown cheerleaders with Julie Carbone, Brittany Reimard, Shantae Watson, Latoya Briscoe, Megan Bean, Amy Grisafi, Travia Allen, Tammy Ellis, Raina Saladino, Gretchen Wolf, and Lindsay Gaiman.
Reminder, Eagle basketball fans, that the Norristown Eagles girls have already moved along with an overtime victory over Central Bucks East. I'm not sure who they will play next in the playoffs. Norristown inbounds. This is Crutchfield. Crutchfield over to Lever. Lever on the move. Bulls in a 1-2-2 zone. Thompson, Lever waving him around. Lever on the move. Lever comes outside, goes across to Crutchfield. Crutchfield launches the three. He's got it. Ty Crutchfield with 9. Eagles by 8. It's Davis. And actually, I think the Bulls would be very willing to have the Eagles take that shot. This is Davis.
Yeah, if somebody's going to make those shots all night, you're never going to beat it.
Campbell with a walk.
But I'll tell you, Jim, for a guy who hasn't been out on that floor in quite a while, Crutchfield has one heck of an eye.
Eagles with pressure. This is Lever. Lever, and this is Campbell going over Green's back. Commits a foul. His second, team third. 3:55 left. Norristown 51. Glen Mills 43. Michael Vaughn coming into the lineup for Campbell. For the Eagles, DeWatt Johnson comes in for Reynolds Mason. This is Lever. Man-to-man. Lever on the drive. Spins. He's got it. Jimmy Lever with a strong move to the basket. Davis right back. Eagles with a 10-point margin. Jumper launch from outside by Tyrone Parker. Nothing there. Thompson coming back. Thompson on the move. Over to Crutchfield. Crutchfield with a three. Yes. Crutchfield with 12.
You got to wonder, Jim, if Crutchfield had been with us all season, what would have happened?
Davis with a move, loses the ball, foul. Going to be on Thompson. That's his third.
Is that Thompson's third foul, you say?
Omar Jenkins coming off the bench. He'll be replacing Thompson.
Really cuts down our rebounding ability out there.
But a lot of defensive pressure with Jenkins and Lever. Foul shot by Davis, no good.
The lead's back up to 13 where it was at the half.
Yep, the Eagles' margin cut to 5, and very quickly they've moved it up 8 points. Second shot around, Davis has it. Number 52, Madero Smith in the lineup. Kind of surprised he's taking Davis out. Crutchfield on the ball with a move.
He's got to get
Crutchfield calls a timeout.
I don't think that was Crutchfield's fault. When the other player saw he was in trouble, nobody moved up. Smart move of Crutchfield to call the timeout. You certainly lose quite a bit in bringing the ball up when you take Thompson out of the ball game. Of course, Thompson in his last game hit the 1,000-point mark as a junior. He still has next year left. And he will certainly become one of the highest scoring players in Norristown.
Did he do it, Frank, in the Methacton game?
Yeah.
I think, isn't Lever pushing close too?
I'm not sure, Jim.
I think they have another player who's pushing close, which will be quite an accomplishment. Norristown foul shooting tonight, 5 out of 6. Glen Mills is 8 out of 12. And if the game gets close, that foul shooting could be a crucial factor. Jimmy Lever going to be inbounds. Glen Mills putting full court pressure on. So 1-2-1-1. Jenkins wide open down court. There goes the pass, thrown away. Vincent Lewis couldn't control the ball out of bounds, but the Bulls' pressure working, getting Norristown almost losing control of the ball. Eagles will retain possession. Inbounds, Crutchfield with the ball. Crutchfield on the move. Crutchfield hanging on the ball over to Jenkins. Jenkins with nothing there. Jenkins finding Lever.
Oh, Crutchfield wanted that ball
yeah,
so
but he
bad.
can't look the way he does. They're moving the ball. Going to have a block. It's going to be on DeWatt Johnson. Team's 5th. Johnson's 2nd.
2:45 left in the quarter.
Number 24, Antoine Tyndall, in the lineup now. Ball coming into Lewis. Lewis back to Parker. Parker drive, tries to pass in and loses the ball. There goes the save. This is Parker. We're going to have a block.
I don't believe that.
It's a good call. He didn't have his feet planted. You got to have him planted.
I don't know, Jim.
You have to have him planted.
He wasn't moving into the man. Let's ask our statistician.
Jim the gardener, how does your garden grow? With plants like that, in a strong garden.
Ball comes into Lewis. Lewis with a jumper. He's got it. Lewis.
The lead cut to
13.
10.
Lead is cut to 10. Crutchfield on the move. Play getting a little sloppy now. Fouls on number 24, Tyndale. Here comes Mason.
This is certainly one of the roughest games we've seen this year.
Campbell in for Lewis, Mason in for Jenkins. Excuse me, for Johnson. Looks like the pace of this game may be getting to some of the players too, Frank. The play is getting sloppy. This is Crutchfield. Crutchfield on the drive, goes all the way, no. Battle off the board.
Oh, come on, ref. What's walking?
Tyrone Parker. If I'm the Glen Mills coach, I get him out of the game because he's gone overboard. Shaw's in the game. Ball comes to Green. Green back to Crutchfield. Bounce pass to Lever. Lever breaks the press. Comes across to Crutchfield. Crutchfield on the move. Ball's blocked from behind. 42 is Vaughn. Vaughn to Shaw. Shaw coming up. He's got Smith with him. Ball goes to Smith. On his right is Tyndale. And there. Bounce pass. There. Left-hand jumper up. Oh, lucky shot. That's Michael Vaughn. His first two. Lead cut to 8. The game of movements. Here comes Green. Bounce pass going in. Stolen away by Campbell. Nothing
Eagles
there.
Looking very
comes
sloppy.
Across to Tyndale. Tyndale goes up to Smith. And Eddie Moore coming out of the trainer's room. We're glad to see that. Bounce pass over to Tyndale. Tyndale learns as a jumper. Too strong. Ball goes out of bounds. Eagles will retain possession. Davis coming in.
And Davis is the guy you got to watch.
They got they had 6 guys in the course. Smith goes out. Davis, Tyndale, Shaw, Campbell. Pressure put on Lever. Breaks the press. Eagles have a 4-and-1. Lever goes all the way, misses. Rebound by Green, blocked away. Foul, can't see who it's on.
Jim, when the ball was sitting up there on the rim, I thought you weren't allowed to touch it.
The question of whether he saw it in the cone or not.
Well, it sure looked in the cone to me.
Lumpkin's coming in. This will be Green going to the line, shooting 2. Green's got it. Eagles back by 9. 57.8 seconds left here in the third quarter. Green ready with a second. He's got it.
And Green's another one of those players who will be back next year.
Bounce pass stolen away. Bad play by Davis. Eagles with Jenkins. I'd be tempted to hold the ball for 1. We, of course, will not do that. And that is why. Green with 13. Eagles with 4 players in double figures, which you like to see. The score evenly distributed. Here's Davis. Davis outside. Ball goes over to Shaw. Shaw with a jumper, no. Green with a rebound. We're under 30 seconds. McGee wants 1 shot. Lever to Crutchfield. Crutchfield will hold, forcing Lumpkins to come out on him.
If I had had to make a bet on this, I would bet Crutchfield's going to shoot it.
No reason for that shot. That is a very, very bad choice. Here comes Shaw on the drive. All the way, no. Campbell with a big rebound. Let's see if this is a foul or a jump ball. Foul is going to be on Campbell.
Foul.
His 6th. Both teams will be in the 1-and-1 possession. Shooting next time. This is not a shooting foul. Eagles will have 0.7 of a second.
This is going to be one of those Hail Mary passes.
Ball comes to Green. Green with Jones. Plugs it off. The shot is no good. And at the end of 3 quarters, Eagles maintain their 13-point lead, 61-48. Both teams are in the 1-1 situation. So what it's going to come down to, Frank, is a foul shooting contest. If the Eagles can make their foul shot, they certainly should be able to keep this lead. You want to see the Eagles take some smarter shots. That time, Crutchfield launched a shot with 10.8 seconds left.
Yeah,
no reason to do that.
I thought the coach called for 1 shot.
For the Eagles tonight, Thompson has 16, Crutchfield with 12, Lever with 10, Joe Green with 13. Good balanced scoring for the Eagles, and you really like to see balanced scoring.
And Joe, Jim, it's just hard to believe that Green and Crutchfield haven't played that much when you see the high shooting percentage they have. I mean, they both seem to be shooting the ball extremely well.
I'm sure that McGee has had them really working, you know, these last 2 weeks. Because shooting is one thing, but also getting your game legs is something else. Eagles are going to be inbound with a possession here as we begin the 4th quarter. This is Thompson. Over to Lever, ball knocked out of bounds by Smith. Thompson inbounds again. Bulls in man-to-man pressure. Crutchfield with the ball. Lumpkins has got to play him. Ball goes over to Moore. Back to Lever. Into Moore. Lever with a nice play. Eddie Moore.
And I'll tell you, that
Moore
pass from Jimmy Lever is just as good as if Jimmy scored himself.
Absolutely right. And Lever thought he had the 3, realized he didn't, made a great feed. Lumpkin, ball stolen by Lever. Knocked out of bounds by Davis, and there's Lever with 2 smart plays back to back. Thompson with the ball, Lever open. Lever with the ball. Bulls with man-to-man pressure, Lever on the dribble. No reason to hurry it. Lever in, he's got it. Lever with 12. Eagles by 17.
But because Lever passed it last time, now when he goes in, they don't know whether he's going to shoot or pass.
Eagles playing this zone, and this zone has really been effective. There goes Smith with a 3. He's got 5. Lead is 14. Ball knocked out of bounds by Davis. Bull with full court pressure, and they have to exert full court pressure right now. Ball to Thompson. Thompson breaks the press, and now he ought to have a 4-on-2. Thompson going all the way, no. Battle for the boards. Green controls. Makes the toss. Crutchfield saves it and slips out of bounds.
He would have had it if the floor wasn't so slippery.
Glen Mills will take over.
Lead is 14 with 6:46 left in the game.
This is Smith with the ball. Bulls are going to be forced to throw up some 3-pointers. No question about that. Smith there. Outside.
And here's
ball
the
works
guy
around.
you don't want
this is
shooting.
Davis. Davis with a drive. Finds Campbell underneath. Campbell with 16. Lead cut to 12. Crutchfield to Lever. Lever down to Green. Ball goes
Green
out of
wide
bounds.
open, but the pass a little too high.
Green was the open man. Pass was too strong. And here come the Bulls coming back. Just down 17 points. Back to 12. This is Smith with the ball. Smith goes under, finds Campbell. Campbell with a spin move. Jumper, he's got it. Campbell with 18. Lead cut to 10. There goes Moore. Moore to Thompson. Thompson on the dribble. Ball goes to Crutchfield. Crutchfield on the drive. Crutchfield on the move. No. Battle controlled. We're going to have a foul. Let's see who it's on.
Crutchfield got it in the jaw.
It's the 4th foul on Campbell. Eagles will be shooting 1-1. And this is what we wanted to see, Frank. We have said often, good teams make these shots.
Jim, do you know the name of that cheerleader?
I have
who just
no
did that?
idea.
Do you know her, Frank?
No, I don't.
But Neil Schaefer has said that the next game, home game, he will do the same thing.
Yeah, but
13 backflips across
Neil
the
can
court.
do the whole court in 4 backflips.
Of course, Neil said that because he knows we have no more home games this year, but we will try to remember that for next year.
I can do that court in 3 flips.
Can you guess that tune in 2?
Last game, she tumbled right in the stands.
5 minutes, 56 seconds left. Norristown 65, Glen Mills 55. And what it's going to come down to now, without a question, is a foul shooting contest. Once again, if the Eagles make their fouls, they will win this game.
It's a shame Crutchfield is a 12th grader and won't be back next year because he essentially missed this season.
This is not like college where you ask to redshirt somebody
Yeah.
and get an extra year. These players want to
if we all
graduate.
fail him, can he play again?
No, we don't want to do that. He's already played in too many games. Crutchfield on the line. He should be shooting 1-1. Shot is up around, no good. Big rebound by Campbell. Eagles 7 for 10 on the line, 70%, and that's good.
I thought there was a walk there.
Ball
He
almost
carried the
knocked
ball.
away. Madero Smith. Bounce pass to Lewis. Outside over to Davis. Davis on the drive. Shot goes to Campbell. Campbell with a short ball move.
Great pass.
20
by
points. Great pass by Davis. Thompson. Pressure on him. Lumpkin, there goes the ball. Jimmy Lever tried to save it. Ball goes out of bounds.
Norristown looking very sloppy at the
Bulls will
moment.
take over. They've already cut 9 points off the Norristown lead. And here comes Smith. It's a big, big possession right here. Smith with the ball. Wants to go back. Launches the 3. Doesn't have it. Nobody there for the rebound. Thompson gives back to Lever. And that time the Bulls took a bad shot and paid the price. Bulls in man-to-man. Lever with the ball. Smith playing him, goes to Thompson. Thompson on a strong move to the basket, pulls up, no. Battle for the rebound, goes off to Lever, nothing there. Thompson, outside to Crutchfield. Crutchfield with a move. Goes outside to Green. Green with a drive, stops with a jumper, Joe Green. Green with 15,
And
Eagles back to 10.
Green will be back next year.
Green,
The lead
and
is
Moore.
10.
This is Davis, outside, this is Lewis. Back to Davis. Comes out to Lewis. Lewis with a bounce pass. Campbell goes over to Lumpkin. Lumpkin with a strong move, he's got it. Lead reduced to 8. Lumpkin with 4. Thompson, down court is Green. Lever, over to Moore. Moore to Thompson. Thompson on the drive, he's got it. Upton Thompson with 18, lead back to 10. Coming down to the 4-minute mark. Eagles by 10. This is Davis. Davis on the move. No. Rebound, no. Battle on the board. Controlled by Moore. Foul on Davis. His third. Will be shooting 1-1. It's the 8th foul against Glen Mills.
3:49 left in the game. Eagles up by 10. And Glen Mills wants a timeout.
Every time the Eagles look like they're going to put this game away, Glen Mills comes back with a spirited rally.
Well, Jim, I thought the Eagles were getting a little sloppy for a while there. I'll tell you, what amazes me about Crutchfield is how he handles the ball for a big man. How agile he is and how good dribbling the ball he is
But
for a big man.
Actually, Frank, we talk about him as a big man. And I don't remember whether you went to the Westchester-Henderson game last year, but their center, John Robinson, who was only 6'3", played in the pivot, in the paint. He's out at Penn State now, made the team as a walk-on. Guess what he's playing?
Guard?
Guard. He's had to learn to shoot the three-pointer, learn to handle the ball. Crutchfield in college is going to be a guard. He's not going to be a forward if he's going to play.
Well, he's 6'5". I don't know if he's still growing or not. It's just a shame he didn't get his shot this year, that he got that injury, which kept him out for over half the year.
There's 3:49 left. Eagles 69, Bulls 59. Eddie Moore going to the line shooting 1-1. And every one of these foul shots for the Eagles is crucial. You want to make every one of them if you can, particularly the front end of the 1-1. You got to make the front end, or you don't get to shoot the back end.
And I'll tell you, a 10-point lead is nothing these days. You could see that in the girls' game. When the lead got up to 8-10 points with little time left.
Moore shot up around, no good. Rebound controlled by Campbell. Back to Davis. Davis goes to Medeiros-Smith. Medeiros-Smith on the move. Comes outside to Davis. Davis over to Lumpkin. Lumpkin into the corner. There's Davis. Davis with a fake. Davis on the move. Ball's blocked. I don't see who blocked it. Might have been Crutchfield with a good defensive play. Thompson back. Thompson on the move with a jumper. He's got it. Thompson with 20. Eagles by 12. Coming to 3:15. Davis with the ball. Moved by Lumpkin, blocking foul on Crutchfield. His second. Team 7th. Lumpkin will go to the line shooting 2. We have a Glen Mills substitution. He must be coming in for the shooter Lumpkin. Shot up, he's got it. 71-60.
3:10 left in the game.
Second shot up around, no good. Campbell with a rebound.
Oh, a nice block.
They got a block by Moore. And you know, Moore is a 6'6" sophomore. With normal growth and normal growth and ability, he could be quite a player by his senior year here. Ball comes outside, it goes around to Davis. There goes the shot to Campbell. Rebound by Bowen. Bulls back within 9. Ball to Thompson. Thompson's going to break the press himself. Thompson on the drive. Thompson finds Moore. And we're going to have the walk.
Eddie Moore just wasn't ready for that pass.
9-point lead again. You'd like to see the Eagles hold the ball out for a little bit, work it around.
Yeah, with 2:47 left and a 9-point lead,
the
clock's in their favor.
33 is Parker. Parker on the move, comes cross court to Davis. Davis goes to Smith, cross to Parker. Parker with a 3, he's got it. 71-65. Lever almost stolen away by Campbell. Eagles now with a break. Crutchfield, and we're going to have a charge. That's a horrible call.
I can't believe that.
That is an absolute horrible call.
If that's not a charge, I don't know what one is. Of course, Jim, I think they owe that one to us.
Fans, you cannot accuse us of being homers. That was a horrible, horrible, horrible call.